Shyness. It's a feeling that binds us like heavy armor, preventing us from moving forward. But did you know that even samurai symbols of bravery and honor experienced fear and doubt? Today, we'll explore how the philosophy of the samurai can help us overcome shyness and find our inner strength. Understanding shyness, the enemy within. Shyness is a feeling everyone is familiar with. It makes us fall silent, avert our eyes, and avoid situations that could be stepping stones for growth. But the samurai, whose lives were filled with constant challenges, knew that the true enemy was not outside but within. They called it the enemy within. It's that fear and self-doubt that paralyze us, stopping us from moving forward or making decisions. Picture yourself facing an important task, perhaps speaking in front of an audience, meeting someone new, or standing up for your opinion. Your chest tightens, your voice trembles, and it feels like the whole world is against you. That is the enemy within, a voice whispering, "You can't do this. You're not good enough." Samurai lived by the strict rules of Bushido, understanding that fear is an inevitable part of human nature. But they also believed that fear is an illusion created by the mind. Like the moon reflected in water, fear only seems real but has no true form or substance. Shyness, at its core, is the fear of judgment, a fear of failing to meet expectations or appearing inadequate and vulnerable. But ask yourself, where does this fear come from? Why do we care so much about others' opinions? Perhaps it stems from a deep-rooted desire to be accepted, to be right in the eyes of society. This is natural, but it's important to understand that no one judges you as harshly as you judge yourself. Most people are more focused on themselves than on your perceived mistakes. Samurai began their training not with the sword but with inner work. To defeat the enemy on the battlefield, they first had to conquer the one within. Meditation helped them recognize and understand their emotions, preventing fear from controlling their actions. They learned to face fear and ask themselves, what lies behind this feeling? Is it real? Or is it just my mind creating illusions? To overcome shyness, start by acknowledging that this feeling is temporary. It comes and goes, like the wind that never lingers for long. The moment you realize that shyness is not your identity but just an emotion, you'll begin to gain control over it. Asking yourself, why am I afraid? What is causing this feeling? Is the first step toward victory. Samurai didn't run from fear. They acknowledged it and then acted decisively. You can do the same. When you accept your shyness instead of fighting it, it loses its power. Just as a sword becomes an extension of the samurai's hand, awareness of fear becomes your tool, not your enemy. Humility and the path to freedom. Humility is a word that's often misunderstood. Many mistake it for weakness or passivity. But for a samurai, humility was one of their strongest virtues. It's the ability to acknowledge your weaknesses, mistakes, and even failures without losing your dignity. Through humility, they found freedom, moving forward with clarity and confidence. Imagine a young apprentice in a dojo. In their hands is their first wooden sword, and in their eyes, a mix of excitement and fear. Their movements are clumsy, their strikes weak, but they know that every great master started just like them. The samurai believed that the path to mastery begins with accepting one's imperfections. Their philosophy was simple. Failure is not the end, but a lesson. They believed that any step forward, no matter how uncertain, is better than inaction. Samurai didn't fear falling because they knew that every time they rose again, they became stronger. This is the essence of humility, seeing value in mistakes rather than avoiding them. If you're afraid to take the first step, whether it's starting a new job, having an important conversation, or learning something new, remember this. Even the most experienced master once stood where you are. The great samurai we honor today didn't start their journey with victories, but with setbacks. Yet they never gave up. When we talk about humility, it doesn't mean accepting defeat. It means seeing failure as an opportunity for growth. Every mistake you make teaches you something. Every time you start something new, you lay the foundation for future success. The samurai also understood the importance of practice. Every morning, before the sun rose, they trained not to show their skills but to develop them. They repeated the same movements over and over until they became second nature. This required patience and humility. In today's fast-paced world, we often want immediate results, but true progress comes only through effort, errors, and persistence. Humility is not about surrendering to failure, but about embracing it as part of your journey. When you practice this mindset, you gain freedom from fear, from doubt, and from the pressure of perfection. So, take that first step. Whether it's small or uncertain, it's still a step forward. As the samurai taught us, the path to strength and confidence is not in avoiding challenges, but in facing them with humility and determination. Control of the body, control of the mind. Samurai understood that victory in battle requires not only physical strength, but also the ability to control one's mind. The body and mind are not separate entities but a unified whole. When the body is in harmony, the mind becomes clear, and fear and doubt lose their grip. This understanding was applied both in combat and daily life, creating the art of self-mastery. Control over the body begins with the basics: posture, breathing, and awareness of your movements. Think about how you hold yourself in stressful situations. Are your shoulders tense? Is your breathing shallow and rapid? These small details may seem insignificant, but they send alarm signals to your thoughts. The samurai believed that confidence starts with the body. A straight spine, relaxed shoulders, and deep breaths are not merely physical attributes but keys to inner harmony. When your body exhibits strength, your mind begins to feel confident. Standing tall makes you stronger, and this feeling spreads into your inner world. Imagine a samurai before a battle. In his hand, a sword; in his mind, thoughts of potential death. Yet, he stands tall, breathing calmly. This isn't just an external show of strength. It's a method to gain control over emotions. Samurai knew that fear couldn't be ignored, but it could be tamed by starting with the simple act of controlling the body. Posture and confidence. Try a simple experiment. Sit or stand up straight right now. Lift your head, relax your shoulders slightly, and take a deep breath in through your nose. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Do you feel the difference? Your body is your armor, and when it is strong, you feel protected. Modern psychology confirms that posture directly affects emotional states. Confident posture helps release hormones associated with self-assurance while reducing stress levels. The samurai discovered this not through science but through practice. Their training focused not only on physical strength, but on strengthening the spirit. By mastering the body, breathing as a tool for control. Breathing is another powerful tool. In battle, samurai controlled their breathing to remain calm even in the most dangerous situations. Slow, intentional breathing helps to slow the heartbeat, reduce anxiety, and focus on the present moment. Try this technique, practiced by warriors. Breathe deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat several times. You'll notice how anxious thoughts begin to fade, and your mind becomes clearer. Movement as a path to focus. Samurai understood that every movement should be intentional. Training with a sword or martial arts was not just physical activity, but a form of meditation. Repeating movements over and over, they learned to concentrate, block out extraneous thoughts, and live in the moment. Even in today's world, you can apply this principle. Make it a habit to perform every action with full concentration, whether walking, working, or even eating a meal. Mindfulness in movement helps strengthen the connection between body and mind, creating harmony. Remember, your body is your armor, and awareness of your movements is your sword. Even in the toughest moments, your body can become your ally, helping you gain control over your mind. As one great master of Bushido once said, "He who controls his body controls his destiny." Start with your posture, continue with your breathing, and move with confidence. You'll be surprised at how quickly this will influence your inner state. Be an example to yourself. Samurai understood a simple yet profound truth. The true battle happens not on the battlefield, but within ourselves. Within each of us lies a struggle against fears, doubts, and contradictions. They knew that overcoming these fears required one thing: becoming an example for themselves. The warriors of ancient Japan lived by a strict code of honor, known as Bushido. This code demanded honesty, fairness, courage, and nobility not just in battle but in everyday life. For them, what mattered was not how others saw them, but how they saw themselves. Your actions are your reflection. A samurai never asked, "How do I become worthy?" Instead, they asked, "What can I do every day to become better?" They believed that your actions are a mirror of your soul. When you act with honor, respect, and dignity, you become the person you aspire to be. Think about the kind of person you want to be: confident, decisive, honest, calm, and composed. Start acting like that person today. If you want to conquer shyness, imagine yourself as someone unafraid to take action. Begin with small steps. Over time, your behavior will start to transform your mindset. The power of visualization and action. Samurai often use the method of visualization. Before battle, they envisioned themselves as victorious, feeling calm and confident. They saw themselves as the person they wanted to be and acted accordingly. You can use this method in your life. For example, if you fear public speaking, picture yourself doing it with ease. Feel the confidence within you. Then act as though you've already achieved that state. Let your actions lead the way, even before your fear diminishes. Create your code of honor. Samurai lived by clear principles that kept them on the right path. You can do the same. Write your own personal code of honor. It could include 3 or 4 qualities you want to develop in yourself. For example, confidence. I believe in myself and my abilities, even when I feel doubt. Decisiveness. I make decisions and take action, even if I fear making mistakes. Integrity. I stay true to my principles and never betray my values. Place this code somewhere visible. Each time you face a challenge, recall it and act according to what you've written. This will help you not only overcome shyness, but also grow stronger each day. Advice from a samurai. When you feel uncertain or doubtful, imagine yourself as a samurai looking into a mirror. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to see? What kind of person can I be proud of? Then act in a way that is worthy of that image. Remember, your actions are not just what others see. They are a reflection of who you are inside. The more you act in alignment with your principles, the stronger and more confident you will become. Start today. Every new day is a chance to be better than you were yesterday. You don't need to change everything at once. Start small. Do something you've been putting off. Praise yourself for taking a small step forward. Help someone who needs it. As one wise man said, if you wish to become someone great, start small. Be an example to yourself, and the world around you will begin to change.
Subscribe to our channel. Are you ready to become the best version of yourself? On our channel, we share samurai techniques and lessons that will help you develop your charisma, confidence, and inner strength. If you're looking for real self-development tools and striving for personal growth, you'll find exactly what you need here. By developing your thinking and choosing quality content, you not only become a more interesting person, but also create an aura around you that attracts people. Knowing how to attract others starts with working on yourself, and that work never ends. Every day is an opportunity to become a better person, and your efforts will be noticed.